the perfect frame of hide behind the makeup, like it's worth the cost of losing yourself.
Being a creative is kind of like being a magician. You're making something out of nothing, and you're creating opportunities out of thin air. Today I want to talk about being productive and using time wisely. So for the last 5 days, I've been at my mom's place out of town from where I'm normally living. I wanted to have a little bit of a space for privacy while I was transcoding my files off of my SD card onto the external hard drive and stuff like that. So I thought if I could try to set up some kind of like little workstation so I could have some privacy, as well as to charge my equipment and just to have a place to stay organized temporarily while I'm out of town. So I thought this setup, what I put together here, was pretty cool. I'm using a box that has it's like a crate with a couple boards, and then, well, there's 2 boards underneath, and there's 2 cupboard boards on top. Kind of use like a tabletop. And that gives me a little bit more surface area to have some stuff laid out. While I'm using a lawn chair and a cushion for extra comfort. I had some downtime, so I decided to practice my filming and set up some lighting and whatnot and use the time to my advantage. And I decided that that would have been a good idea for a vlog or an episode for today's video, using time to my best advantage, and maybe that could inspire you to try something that I've done to help you get better results, if that's something that you're interested in. If you're new to the channel, my name is Mike Mandigo, and this is Passion Video. Thanks for stopping in. On this channel, I'm documenting my journey with video production and helping to teach others what I learn along the way. If that's of interest to you, hit that little button there, tap in, and then you can subscribe and get all the latest content. I staged this area. Originally, I had this setup was over in the corner to my left, but I decided I wanted to try, well, since I was challenging myself to do some lighting and filming differently, I decided what would give me the best focal point and I guess the best composition. I was trying to look for some kind of an interesting shot, not just placing myself in a back corner with no depth. So I thought that the spacing beams from these renovations looked pretty cool to add a little bit of a layer of depth, and then also to add some texture to the video as well. Let me know in the comments what you think of how the look is that I achieved from this simple practice setup. So inside of this lamp is an Aperture MC, and then I'm using a Amaron tube light, a 2-foot tube light, to be my key light for motivation on me right now, as well as there's another tube light behind me that's helping to put some light into the back corner, just so I'm not sitting in a complete darkness. As well, I have another Aperture MC by my B camera, or my A camera, sorry, and that's to help just illuminate the area out there so it's not so pitch black. Typically, I'm filming at daylight, whatever the daylight value is on the Kelvin chart, so 5600 or between 56 and 6000. I'm filming around those areas, but this morning I tried using the tungsten setting, and then with the Panasonic cameras, you can customize the setting a little bit to your liking if there's too much of a color cast in it. So I made a custom setting with that. I decided I liked how it looked, so I've been kind of using a warmer tungsten lights to achieve this look which you're seeing right now. The equipment I'm using to film this video is I'm using 2 S5iiXs with the 50mm for the B camera and the 85mm for the A camera. I found this old turn dial telephone. I put that up on the wall. This wasn't here originally. I just put it there. I thought it kind of looked cool to kind of give it like a old vintage style look to match the lamp. And then just to make it look like I'm some crazy maniac working at a little computer station writing some Stephen King novel or some shit like that. One thing I thought would look pretty cool in here would have been to have a little bit of haze or some fog, just to add a little bit of more atmosphere to the shot. Another thing I thought of was lighting a candle, but before I came down to start doing this filming, I forgot. I should have wrote that down. I did make some notes about what I wanted to touch on. I have that here just in front of me, taped to my laptop screen. I've been practicing trying to freestyle my videos to be more authentic. So I've just been trying to use this time as an opportunity to practice my skills and push myself out of my comfort zone. Even like the first day, I noticed some mistakes that I made, and then on the second time I went out, I was able to have some improvement since the first time, just because that's when you notice the things that you could do better if you're keeping an eye out for stuff like that. That's my goal, is to push myself to be the best that I can be. Sounds like I'm going into the army or something, but I heard it someplace before where they said, like, if you don't want to be on your deathbed looking back with all these regrets, like, what if I did this, or how come I didn't push myself to try something a little harder? So that's part of the reason why I'm doing it. Another is because, well, what else am I going to do, man? Before I was doing this, I wasn't doing much positive, so this has given me a positive outlet to channel my positivity and creativity through, and it's given me an avenue to make myself better. Well, I think I've covered pretty much all the stuff that I wanted to talk about for this topic. I'm going to wrap up this video now. Recently, I put together a couple playlists. The first one is going to be for the G85, and the second one is going to be for the top videos that people have watched on my channel. If you're interested in checking out either one of those, you can hit either one of these boxes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.